Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now what we did is prior to this, I was watching you hit some shorter shots on the back of the range last couple weeks ago, and it looked, I would, for a 20, 30 foot little chip, I was saying it looked a little, very hard-handed.
Yes.
And a lot of body motion.
Right.
Okay, like I'll overdo it again. Okay. This is what I've seen a lot these days, thinking they're doing it right. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So then what we did is went the opposite. The person that never comes to me for chipping lessons is really the best part of the game. And we put a narrow stance, stupid narrow, flare foot, weight here on the foot, and then they practiced winning the steady contest.
Yep. That is literally it.
The steady, and we could knock a little, we could put a little more motion into it. But right now we've got flare, we got foot, the handle is at the left knee, your eyes are focused, and you are now winning the steady contest with your hands and wrists.
Yes.
So we went from the hard-handed, excessively body motion to winning the steady contest and staying put and just putting the face on the back with winning the wrist there. Which now is an extreme exaggerated idea, correct?
Correct.
Good, go ahead. So there's absolutely zero body motion. Beautiful. And how much better do you get at chipping doing that?
I was telling John that when I'm chipping now, I feel like I should make or get close to making anything around the greens, and quality of contact.
That's it, quality of contact.
100%.
100%. That's sweet. That's 100% better. He just chipped in the last two. But that is, again, as we did the full swing, this was probably the furthest thing from your mind that you could absolutely ever imagine.
Would have never sat there and said, get an arrow, don't move, and just use your wrists. I would have never thought that, no. Just use my hands.
Those balls are all right up to the pin. And for the simple reason, and this is old-time chipping. This is the way the guys did it when they had stock. Look at that, that's perfect. So there's a lot of people that this little lesson that I gave you would say it's entirely wrong, except look at the results. I could easily say widen up, get your body moving, stiffen up your hands, and good luck. But you can sense, I think you'll agree, that that noise and that contact is what it's all about, is repetitively simple, very simple, extreme, very simple. Who can't do that?
Anybody could do that.
There's one, yeah. That's neat.
So now the beauty of it, even the slight miss hits are pretty close.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
They're
only as good as your miss. And if you're saying, well, I just missed that, and you've got still maybe only 4 feet, that'll be up there right next to it.
Yeah.
So if you're a bad chipper, here's what we have to do. If you're a bad chipper, I'll guarantee you, when I'm looking down at this shaft, okay, I can see that shaft piercing my big toes. If you're a bad chipper, almost always that shaft's back. And I guarantee you, you got to go 1 club length, stupid narrow, and flare that left foot, because the good chippers, that left knee is outside that toe at impact.
Yes.
And if you go not flared, you can't get it out there, so your weight is always kind of back. If you watch Corey Pavin and the greats, Lloyd Mangrum, they almost always do this. This day of not flaring, fine, but practice working on it. There, I bicep my back toe. My hands now are over my thigh. I am winning the steady contest and getting the face planted up against that ball. And my butt of the club, my handle, see, does not leave the crease of my right thigh. It is in there.
So there's a wrist hinge on the chip.
Shit.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
All it is. It's asinine they're trying to lock up. Now, if you've got a certain shot that you might want to go dead-handed, you know, there are shots around the green. But for a steady diet motion, And you go back to your one-handed golf. Don't know anything about golf. Just hit that ball. You know, you understand how to operate this face. No one would say, oh, you're a one-handed chipper. Make sure you lock up your right wrist.
Never.
Wouldn't make any sense. You've got to use the face, and you've got to keep your body still like putting. If I've got a guy putting a 50-foot putt, and he's shifting his weight a lot, I say, why are you doing that? So now you've got a 50-foot chip, and everyone's saying, well, shift your weight. Well, what's the difference? You just have a slant on one, the other one's slanted. So you're going like, this is a natural putting stroke. I like it. Now chip.